All right, what's going on, YouTube? Welcome. Welcome to Sunday Night Charts. I'm a bit under the weather, not feeling well. We're going to keep this one short tonight. There I am. Good to see you guys. DXY is dumping a little bit right now, so it's dumping into support. We're going to watch that immediately in this time and see what's going on there. We may have we get a little bit of a pump action here on BTC. Is it going to make another high, or is it going to make a more complex correction? My guess is going to make a more complex correction, but it might be a bullish correction, so we're going to talk about what that looks like. So welcome to the channel. I hope you guys are ready for a little TA, rational TA. Hope you guys enjoyed the pump this week. I didn't expect all that we got. I expected a pump, but I knew it was possible that it went up like that. But in fact, I drew that on the chart in several lives this week before Friday, and I was like, hey, that could happen. And man, it surprised me on Friday with the structure it gave. So anyway, don't forget, I'm not here to give you financial advice. I'm here to show you how I look at the market through Ellie Wave Theory's lens. So hope you guys are doing well. I ate something bad the other day, and just don't. Hey, no worries. Don't feel bad for me, guys. I just ate something bad the other day, and I just haven't recovered from it. I was nauseous, and I didn't throw up though. But it put me down for a little bit. So anyway, still working on recovering from that. I slept all day yesterday, I think, and I slept a little bit today. So, all right, guys. Well, let's look at the market. Let's look at Bitcoin first. But we are looking at DXY right now. It's just kind of pumping to the downside on the open. A lot of times on the open, you might get it. You don't have to do that, honey. On the open, a lot of times you'll get a move like this, and then it just starts reversing on you after that. It looks like we've got a 5-wave count here. This looks like a wave 1 through 3. There's a 4, and then 5 waves. This has to finish maybe down to the support range just to start with the DXY. So here we have some support right here. That's an important level. We'd like this to hold for a little bit. Now, I don't think it's going to hold forever. I just think we might get a wave 2 back to the upside. So we might get a wave 2 like that, so to speak, and then more down later. But we might get a bit of a bounce from this level, and that might give the markets a little bit of a downturn correction as well. Hey guys, let me say hi to you guys. You're saying hi to me. What's up, John Sager? Thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. I need to drink plenty of water here. Is my voice? I don't have much of a voice. Hey Eddie, I haven't seen or heard from you in quite a while. Good to see you, man. Miss you. There's Keith M. Just throw the moon coin out, moon boy count. I'll do it, but we'll try to keep it there. And Tien Shenhan, hey there. I hope I said that somewhat correctly. Yeah, the wave structure was pointing to the upside, Shinhan, and so it's nothing remarkable. It's just using Elliott wave and being a long time in this market. So, hey, from Korea, hey, insert coin, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. 9 o'clock live show. There it is. Hey, Marie, how are you? All right. Well, I've said hello. Hey, Kimosabi, I missed you. I think I skipped in. Johnny English skipped right over you guys. And Mr. Farahi. I'm good. I'm okay. I'm just trying to recoup here. So, can you guys hear me okay if I talk at this level? I'm not as hyped as I normally am. But yeah. Hey, Soundspot. Thanks for that. All right, guys. Anyway, let's jump into the markets and see what we can see. Okay. Just to do some quick micro analysis on this current wave, I'm having a hard time with it to some degree because we had a three-wave move to the downside. Okay. Now the question is, what do we have here? This wave right here is a bit of a conundrum to me, for sure. It's a bit of a mystery to me. I actually have a way that I can count it as a WXY. Okay. And that's actually three waves. So we can actually count that as three to the upside. And then all of a sudden we got three to the downside. And then maybe three to the upside again, in which case it's kind of a bullish correction. We got three down, and this is a B wave or an X wave. Could be a B wave, because we could get a steep move to the downside like that pretty fast, and this would be what we call in the Elliott world a flat, an ABC flat. If this is done. Now, this can still go up some more. Obviously, this can go up some more and take the high out. In fact, I've been predicting that it probably will take the highs out and get up here to higher levels. The only problem with that, it's going to break. It's going to break. It's going to break a level. See my white line across there. Let's go to the daily chart just to see it for a second. It'll break that level if it goes up too high. I think that level is sitting at 21.5 ish, 21,500 range. I didn't look exactly. It's just a ballpark. 21,478 roughly. If it breaks through that, it may just wick through it and come back for a deeper correction, which is what I would prefer to see. So if it's going to go up, I would like to see it, go up, wick through, and then reject there and give us a deeper move to the downside. That is a three-wave, pullback of some kind. That would be an ideal thing. You'll notice here on the daily chart, the moving at 200 daily moving average is sitting right down here. We busted right through it, and haven't stopped. We've been up several candles since we went through it. We have not retested it in any way. Now, we may not end up retesting it until price gets over here, and we may go up higher, and price may have to turn up and start moving to the upside before we retest it. But generally speaking, and historically speaking, we have a retest of the 200 moving average before we continue on the breaks of it. So, it doesn't have to retest it perfectly, but generally speaking, we'll break through it and then come back a bit towards it. I really like 20,000 level potentially. That's a potential level. We could see it come back to 19,950 to be exact. I like that level as a support. That was a daily open that was Friday's daily open, which we haven't retested. That huge breakout. We haven't really even retested this breakout down here, the breakout from this level. We just have shot straight through things, and it's always scary to me when things go straight through. Because a lot of times they can, when they go straight through, come straight back. And so we need to be a little concerned about a straight back movement. Now, we haven't broken this level, but we are certainly threatening to break that level. And if that level is broken, it's going to invalidate a count that I see that we need to pay attention to, okay? One of the counts that are still on the table that I feel is highly unlikely at this point, and I think I said it was unlikely last week. I think that it's possible that we've hit a bottom and that we are on our way up to about 40,000. Let me take another drink here. All right. I said But here's a count. It's a bit of an outlier count for you, where we're going to call this a W wave to the downside. This is an X wave, and now we're looking for a Y wave. Now, the only problem with this is that this wave cannot break this level. If it does, it's an invalid count. Now, I think this has come up so high, it has already somewhat invalidated this count. I am not personally looking for a move to come and do this, okay? Though it is still possible, I do not think it is likely that we get a move straight back down, coming down to that 12K range. Though it could happen, I don't think it's likely. It would still be a valid count, but I'm not a big fan of it, okay? So, I mean, we have come so high up on this candle. I did not see that. I didn't see that coming in one day. I really thought we'd be pulling back with some more, a little bit more corrective nature to it. So we have, technically speaking, already had a 3-wave pullback right here, and that may be all we get until we get the next push to the upside. This may want to push again before we come back in some larger correction, okay? So this may want to push up again, take some more stops out, take some more liquidity, get everybody even more bullish than they already are. Let me see, why am I... There we go. My computer's not working there. There we go. Excuse me. So you have to be prepared for that move. 24K is a pretty important number. It's gonna meet a key level. Number one, 24K is 24.4, 24K in that range. It's an important level, and I believe it's an important fib as well. Let me pull the fibs on this guy and see what fib level that is. Yeah, 24K is the 2618 extension, okay, which is a potential resting place for this wave, this third wave to come. Now, I have no concept at this stage what shape this wave is going to make on the upside, on the daily or on the small time frame. On the daily, it could just be green candle after green candle. We've had so many green candles. We've only had one red candle. It's all right. Just that way. My wife's playing with the dog. She's throwing the toy over here. I'm like, what? And she's forgotten that I was on a YouTube live, and she goes, ooh. So, anyway. Anyway, what was I saying? I forgot what I was saying. Oh, yeah. That we could see pushes up here. You know, I don't know the shape of the waves. Okay, it's near impossible, you know, to know exactly what, you know, these waves are going to do. However, you know, there's a really good chance that this, if I would prefer us to get one more hit to the low here, something like that on the daily. So we get a little bit of a green spike today, and then maybe another red spike tomorrow, or something like that. Where this just comes down, gives us a nice 3-wave. That kind of lets us know where we are in the wave, and then we could go up for another hit. I really like that idea. Then we could have a nice 1-2, maybe wave 3, get a branch out in a wave 4, get another wave 5, and keep rocking. And we really don't retest this heavily, though this wave comes down and we retest it closer, you know, 20K range, 20,400 range, and then it goes up for more waves. Okay, so that's the bullish look at this. That this is going to continue rocking to the upside. That, you know, it can keep going. Here's the issue. The daily RSI is extremely overbought. It got up to 92 the other day. it kind of backed off a little bit. It's at 89.90 right now. It's at 90. I need to let me get a micro wave count. I just need to have a chart I can keep looking at the micro chart at. Give me 1 second here. Okay. While I'm thinking about it, I want to mention that tomorrow is Martin Luther King's birthday, I believe, and so it'll be it will be on that day. Tomorrow will be the observance of his birthday. It's Martin Luther King Day. Anyway, so the banks in the United States will be closed, and so it'll be a big liquidity day for, easy. It'd be like a weekend day, and they can do it. It can be kind of trappy. So hold on 1 second. I'll get it out and take care of it tonight. That's okay. Okay. All right. So this is pumping pretty good. Let me just go back to the micro here. Just talk about. So this could be just a 3-wave, or this could pump and get up out of here again for another level. It might want to go up and rise to another level here. It's hard to say what she's going to do. I've been looking at a lot of the charts, and it can kind of go either way here, guys. On the small time frame, XRP's got plenty of room to come on up here. So in fact, you've got kind of a 3-wave shape rocking, and this has room to come on up here. Which you see XRP's kind of low, where compared to BTC. BTC is front running XRP in that way. So you have to watch out for that. But you look at XLM. XLM looks like kind of a finished 3-wave move. It really has a nice finished shape to it. And you've got an A wave down, a 3-wave move back to the upside. It looks like it needs to come down for another wave. So that's the way XLM looks. But again, it's hard to tell what she's going to do. We're getting some pumpy here now. Let's just watch it for a second here. I'm ignoring the chat here. Sorry, guys. Let me just watch this for a second. See what she's doing. DXY, is that still dumping pretty good? Yeah, she's still dumping pretty good. Let me get rid of my drawings here. Coming down to key levels down here on the DXY. But the wave shape doesn't look finished. That's my only problem with the DXY. The wave shape small time frame, this doesn't give me the sense that she's going to be anywhere near done. But you have to watch out for shenanigans. They could make some kind of complex. I doubt this, but they could make some kind of complex ABC here, a flat. I doubt that's the count. I really do. I think this is very dumpy, but should hopefully find support. Hopefully it won't fly through support. Hopefully it'll find some support and bounce, and then give us a little bit of a relief bounce in BTC, because it's really hard to follow BTC when you don't get any kind of relief, when it just keeps going and going and going. It's just hard to know when it's going to stop, and it's hard to have any confidence in taking any trades or whatever. You just got to sit out and let it do its thing, and so that's kind of one of the hard things about BTC when it keeps pumping and keeps pumping and it won't stop. It's hard to know what she's going to do. So you just got to watch out here, guys. We did break this top here, barely broke it. A little bit of a rejection. Now we're coming back up to it. Probably going to break it with a little bit more emphasis. And again, there's a key level. There's a key level right here. It's 21.4 right there. There she goes. She's pumpy. But you got to watch out for stop hunts here, where it'll break the top and then come back down. ETH gives a sense of a three-wave shape as well, but it could keep pumping as well. But ETH gives you the sense of a kind of a WXY here, 3, 3, and then 3. It may not be done, or it could be done here, but it gives you the sense that there's 3 there, so maybe an A, B, C flat as well, where it comes up to a level, kind of fast and furious, kind of wicks, and then rejects. See what you guys are saying in the chat. Hey, Josh Hernandez, good to see you. Daniel, James, Bond, good to see you guys. Yeah, I'm struggling with with price action and the wave action here. It looks somewhat corrective, but it can BTC can pump irrationally. We kind of figured it would make new highs here on this 3-wave move up, but you got to kind of pay attention to what the rest of the counts are doing. You got ADA here, and she kind of looks somewhat 3-wave-ish here. So you got to move down off the top. Come on. And then somewhat 3-wave-ish look. Now this could continue turning into something more, but man, she don't want to stop pumping, does she? She's coming up to that 21.4 level. Five-minute RSI is a little overbought. It's not crazy overbought, but it's a little overbought. 15-minute. Yeah, see, I mean, there's just room for this thing to pump so much more on the 15-minute. The next after 20, you got this level right up here at 22.7. That's a big time level up there as well. It's the top of this, so breaks this level. That's the next area that you expect it to go. We're hitting that 24.5 level now. 21.4. That's what I'm saying. Sorry. Yeah, she's pumping, and there's room on all these charts for them to pump. But there's also room for this thing to make a flat and come right back down. So you just got to be careful. Don't be taking trades here, guys. Don't be taking longs. Don't be FOMOing in here. It's the last thing you want to be doing. You just sit and let the market do its thing, and it will come back. It will retest. It will reset on the daily and on the 4 hour, on the 1 hour. It will reset. It will be back. The market always comes back. So please don't be taking long positions on this pump right now, guys. It's the worst thing you could do. Even if it keeps going up, You should not be entering long positions here. You're buying into resistance. That's what you're doing. They like to take out levels. They like to just wick levels and make and push up and give you the sense that it's never going to stop, so they can trap you and then take your money from you. Yeah, I'll definitely look at. I'll definitely look at XRP for you. So watch out. This is ETH. Watch out for this this move to the downside for at least 3, and then more upside after that is most likely the play, more than likely the count. Yeah, XLM keeps kind of pumping. I have all these charts open just because I like to get a general flavor for what all the charts are doing. We've got BNB here. This went down in 3, and now she's kind of pumping. Is she pumping up in 3, or is that more of a impulse wave that kind of gives you the sense of 3 for now? But it'd be nice to get kind of a WXY out of that, just to kind of reset things a little bit, and then let the RSI reset, get a 3-wave move in on the 1 hour, and then, but there was kind of some major on this 3-wave move here. There's major hidden bull divergence there. So ADA still pumping away. This doesn't give me the sense of a 5-wave move. It's finished. So what's DXY doing? This bottom is, what is that? That is 101.3. We're at 101.7 right now. She's probably going to keep rocking. This stop is 101.65. That's a little jog in the road right there. See what happens there. And then 101.3, and let's see what happens there as well. See if we can figure this count out here. If this is really, really bullish here, guys, if this is really bullish, we could have a 1-2 on our hands right here. 1, 2, okay. And then we're looking at a 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to keep rocking to the upside there with, it's going to keep pumping. So if that's a 1-2 to the upside, we're looking pretty deep there, guys. If it's just an ABC, that's another story. It's about finished. It's close to being done. ABC or WXY, I should say, really. If that's just a WXY, it's close to being finished. Something like that. And then we look for a very quick, very fast wave to the downside. And what that would be, what that could be, is just a running flat where you have A, 3 waves up, B, then they stop, hunt the low, or they don't even have to take this low out. They can, and they can come deep, okay, but they can do a running correction where they don't take that low out, and then they continue pumping to the upside from there. So watch out for a move like that. You could get a dump to here. It could come down a lot deeper. It just depends on what the market wants to do. and then continue. In the perfect world, that's what I would like to see right now on the charts. XLM gives me the sense that, hey, I need to do that. I need to come down for a wave like that. ADA gives me the sense that, hey, maybe the RSI isn't as beautiful as I would like it to be for that down move, but certainly it's close, right? I would love to see that, A, B, C, and then we can think about going up again or going up in 3 to come down more. I don't know. Let me get some more water here. So in an ideal world, this is what I would be expecting to see off of this area. We haven't had, like I said, we haven't had any kind of daily correction of any kind, really. A retest of that moving out the 200-day moving average. It would be nice to get a retest of that guy. And a nice wicked daily candle here. So here I got my charts mixed up here. Let me remove my drawings here. Let me get the charts correct here. Like I said, technically speaking, we got 3 waves down right there. We got 1, 2, 3 done. This could be very bullish, or this is just part of a larger correction, which kind of feel like it's needed to be a larger correction. And it's an ABC now because we got 3 down, 3 up. Now there could be more upside, but at a really fat, we're looking for a pretty fast and furious wave to the downside. You might get a 1-2 working, and then it eventually just starts coming down with some kind of velocity to the downside. And it could stop at the 786 and be a running flat. It could stop at the 1-to-1 and still be a running flat. It could be an expanded flat coming down to the 127 and the 1414 area, back to retest this little jog in the road right there. The 1618 is sitting right in there. So that's a possibility to watch out for. So if I could ask the market to do something, that's what I would ask it to do. Then we should see the RSI resetting on the 15 minute down to the bottom here. We should see the 1 hour finish a move maybe back down to the downside like that. Maybe not that deep, but an hourly RSI move. Sorry, guys. But we'd have a nice reset of the RSI back down like that on the hourly chart, and then it resets bullishly. So what that does is creates hidden bull divergence, where you've got a move like that in price, a trend line, and you've got a move like that in the RSI, and that's ready for the next move. That gives you a good buy zone to take a buy from. Probably gets you support on the 200 the hourly 200 moving average, and gives you a reason to take another long off of that level. Again, that would be a nice correction. If it comes, it would be a nice correction for this stage in the chart, but I'm not certain we're going to get that. In fact, I drew this the other day. Excuse me, 1 second. I drew this the other day for my people, where we're not really getting the perfect wave shape for it, but I basically started right here. I said we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I wasn't expecting this to be that high, but let's go ahead and say, okay, actually I like this better. 1, 2, let's say 3, 4. Could be getting, I think this is the 4th. That's actually better, and that would be 5. And what that would be is 5 waves in the third of the third. 1, 2, That gives you 3. We get a 4th wave down back to the 4th of the previous degree, and then get a 5th wave to go up even higher than that. Gets us up to the 24K range pretty well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, something like that maybe, or even something like that. So this might be what we have going on this week. Some kind of a 4-5-4-5 in here where we just don't get any relief to the downside. We only get pump to the upside. Let me show you a wave that might give you a sense for what we might be working on here. Something like this right here, where this just doesn't give you any relief. It keeps pumping, okay, but it's finishing a large move, a large extended move, okay, and then dump comes afterwards. It may not be all the way down like that, but the dump would come afterwards. So hard to say here. Bitcoin likes to. There's just so many different possibilities for corrections. It's unreal. So but we've gone straight up here. So we need to form some price stability in here, okay, before we go and take a whole lot more. We really need to work this range, I think. Now, it doesn't have to do that. Nothing has to, but generally speaking, the way price moves. Sorry about that. Generally, the way price moves, we tend to what you guys call bull flags.
Spike.
We call corrections. We call corrections in Elliott. But basically, it works a range up and down because there are people going short, people going long. It will stop hunt the range. It'll create what we call liquidity box. Okay, it'll stop hunt the low usually and then continue on. That's kind of what we need in here, and that'll give us a 1, 2 here, 3, kind of a sideways 4, and then a 5. Now, what's interesting is that there's a rule in Elliott called alternation, and we got a complex and long second wave. It's kind of deep, and it took a long time. The rule of alternation says the wave 4 then will most likely be quick and simple in nature. So we might be looking for this wave to end maybe in a diagonal or something like this, where it goes up, comes down in 3, and goes up like that, right? And then we get a simple correction down for wave 4, and then we get a wave 5, and that gives us a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a 5 there. Okay. So by all stretch of what I'm seeing is that I see a likelihood of more upside, a strong likelihood of more upside. Now, here's another reason why. On the 4 hour, yes, we're overbought, yes, but what you have to learn is that the overbought state of the RSI, even on all the time frames, guys, just let you know you're about at the end of the third wave. In other words, this is a third wave. This is the end of a third. We haven't gotten the fourth yet. The fourth is a corrective wave that will correct. It will probably create something larger in here. So a fourth is still imminent. What happens to the RSI during the fourth is the RSI will make its way down it'll go down fast and work its way up slowly. Go down fast, work its way up slowly. And what that produces on the chart, on the RSI, is it'll go down to a level quick and work its way up and make a lower high. Okay, and it will, as price just kind of goes sideways, the RSI will go down quickly, will come up, and you'll end up seeing it kind of trending to the downside until finally it takes liquidity out, and then You get that final push to the low, and then you get a reversal. What happens then is that price will go up very quickly, make a higher high, and then RSI will make a lower high. We don't have that divergence yet between wave 3 and wave 5. We don't have the divergence yet. It's not on the chart. So it's letting us know that more than likely, with all likelihood, this wave is not finished. Okay? Now, we have made a higher high here, and we are making some local divergence here, which lets you know that this is possibly a flat. Again, it's gone up in 3 waves. It could continue impulsively, okay, in which case the RSI would, and then you'd have to draw your line like this, and then you'll draw your line like that. Then you'll have divergence, and you'll say, hey, now we have some little local divergence letting us know the wave 3 is done. So wave 3 might still have a push up like this to go. Yet, I don't think wave 3 is finished. More than likely, it probably has another push up to go. Now, it's not a certainty. I'm just talking about what's my intuition telling me, what's the wave structure telling me, and basically that's what that's telling me. That's what at least I would think. It doesn't have to. It could be done now. If it's done now, I would expect it to come down like this, give us that wave I was telling you about. And what that would do is that would provide the divergence already. We already have it. And this would work its way down. It would break the RSI trend here, kind of work its way down, and then work its way back up on the next leg. Provide larger divergence would let us know that the wave 4 of the larger degree is in. So this would be like a 1, 2. There's 3, 4, 5. Okay. And now, so that wave 4 is in. This wave 5 is in. And now we could have a 4 of a larger degree. Okay. It could be larger, where it creates more divergence, which on the higher time frames you would see that divergence better, right? And then you'd get another high. Okay. And then you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I've drawn that kind of big. It doesn't have to be that big, but it could be. And that's a month worth of price action right here, where it just kind of goes sideways in a range, pumping and dumping in this range here. I don't know if that's going to happen or not, but generally speaking, when you get big moves like this, there needs to be consolidation of price. And then I'll show you on the chart in just a minute some examples of corrections. So anyway, the title of the video today is, what happens after pumps? Okay, well, pumps like we got. So that's what I'm going over right now. This is what happens after pumps. We try to figure out what that pump is. I think it's a wave 3 of some kind. Okay, so we're ready for a wave 4 of some kind. When that wave 4 is coming, I don't know when wave 3 is finished. Wave 3 may not be done. In fact, again, this could just kind of work its way back to the upside. We could get pullbacks and then continuation, pullback, and just kind of work its way up slowly and carefully until 5 waves are finished, and then all of a sudden the RSI is right here on the 4 hour. You might even see it better on the 6 hour. Creating divergence between the waves. All right, getting up to the next level right here. Okay, just working its way up to that next level, and then we might see a larger reaction off of that, where the price comes down like so, in a 3-way back to the wave 4 of the previous degree. Okay, and then and then maybe wave 5 or something like that. So, all right. So that's kind of what I'm seeing here, guys. Let me see what you guys are saying. I'll take a break from talking and let's see. I'm kind of way behind in the chat here, so let's see. Yeah, I'm not even going to address this. Sounds like you're just guessing like everyone else. What we do, and just let me just address it a little bit. I'm not upset by the question. I think it reveals your ignorance. So, what you need to understand is what we do as Elliott wave traders is we look at wave structure to let us know where we are in the trade. I'm letting you know what I see in the wave structure, and I'm doing the analysis in front of you, and I'm showing you what I see, and I'm showing you what I would expect to see if we were finished. And I don't think we're finished. I think we're in the middle of a fourth wave correction, I believe, of some level, of some degree. I'm not sure which degree fourth we're in. When I say I'm not sure which degree, and Ahmet asked me a question, which degree? So right here we have a 1-2 right here. We got 1-2. This could be a finished wave 3 right there, okay? Or wave 3 isn't finished, and we're in getting the wave 4 of the third wave, which means we have a fourth wave and then a fifth wave to put in to finish wave 3, and then we get a wave 4 of the degree that equals this one wave and this 2 wave. We get a wave 4 here. So this little 4 that we're getting now could be of the third, the fourth of the third, and then this fourth would be the fourth of the larger degree. Okay, and then we'd expect another fifth wave move like that. Okay, that's the way the markets will move. That's an Elliott wave. Okay, now, and that's how they'll pump, and they could pump higher. I'm just drawing in general the idea, right? So, but what that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right there. Then you have to go back to here and say, what's this? This is 1. And this is a bigger wave 2 here. This moved down, and all of this is a larger wave, a potential wave 3. In which case you would get a fourth wave of a larger degree. Okay, that would be, in other words, this is 1, 2, all that's 3. This is a larger wave 4, and then you get a wave 5 to the upside. So that's a possibility. Okay, so just so you understand what I mean when I say a fourth of a different degree. With the rate hike, can it go up this way? The market can do whatever it wants to do, right? The market can do whatever it wants to do. Did it take out this level? It did not. On Coinbase, it did not take out this level. The WXY is still in play, even though I don't think it's likely. Okay, so yeah, I am guessing. What I'm guessing is I don't know right now, at this moment, what degree this fourth is, if it's a fourth at all. So that's the big question I have. Is that a fourth? I don't know. I can tell you what I expect. I can tell you we're due for a fourth. And the fact that that's hit a high and now we've rejected. Okay, let's go back in the charts, guys, just a little bit. And let me just show you. For instance, here, where's a good place to show you? Here's a good place to show you right here. Okay, this is super interesting. All right, let's look at this wave right here, all the way to the top. Let's look at that wave. Okay, let me just show you what I see there. All right. First off, what you've got here is that you've got a 1 and then a 2. Okay. Now, best I can tell, this right here at the top of the RSI on this time frame, this is right here. See that? And what you ended up getting was a wave 4 of the smaller degree. This was actually 1, 2, 3, 4, wave 5 of the third. This is the top of wave 3. You got a 3-wave pullback, okay, for a wave 4. So this right here, even though the RSI topped out here, this bullishly gave you a expanded, a running flat, and was a very small correction, even though it pumped. It got way overbought, right? But look how the RSI came down on this correction right here. and it created this hidden bullish divergence right there that you would see better on the 1 hour or something. So that's an example, okay? And then when you got the fourth of the big degree, you'll see that it finished this correction, and it gave you this this hidden bullish divergence as well. And it told you we were going to go up again, and we certainly did. What happened, though, is we had a failed wave here, and we went up in 3 and then tanked. Okay? It ended up being a failed wave. Now, one could argue that this was 1, 2, 3, 4. This was 5. This was the top of the wave, and then you had what's called a flat right here, and that's your A wave, B wave, and then, you know, yeah, it's really hard to count that, to be honest with you. That's just a lot of trash up there for us. Excuse me 1 second. Guys, I need to go get something to suck on. Give me 1 second, please. Okay, I'm back. Hopefully I can talk through it. Okay, so just because we are overbought here doesn't mean we're coming straight down here, guys. I've just got to let you know that if this is a bullish move, and it really looks very bullish, I'm okay. I've just got my throat hurts when I'm doing so much talking. I wasn't planning to be here for an hour talking because I can't. It's really causing me to choke. It gets dry back there. Anyway, so what was I saying? Just because we're overbought here on the 4 hour and on the 6 hour and the 8 hour, all the time frames, it doesn't mean that price has to come down dramatically. It really doesn't. It does mean that we need a correction. It does mean that. And I would really like to see a correction in this level. But I don't know what we're going to get exactly. I've already shown you again. But what you need to know is that we could get just something very, small time frame here. All right. We could have working already just this A, B, C working. I don't even think that this is what we're getting right now. The way this is pumping, we'll have to see what this turns into. If this keeps dumping down here and gets below here, then that's going to look good for an ABC flat. Okay, and I would like to see the flat get a little deeper, but if it doesn't have to. So, anyway, with that said, we're looking for a correction and then a continuation more than likely, okay? Because we don't have the divergence we're looking. We don't have the divergence we're looking for. We don't have the RSI telling us there's a shift in the momentum yet, okay? The momentum has shifted bullishly and it's remaining there. The bulls need to pull back a little bit, let the sellers come in, get some relief, because the sellers need to have a little bit of relief before they'll be willing to be buyers again. Okay, nobody's going to continue to be buyers if price just keeps going straight up, straight up, straight up. Buyers will eventually exhaust. You guys will FOMO in, at the last minute, at the very top. You'll end up buying the top, and then the market will dump. So you have to be careful here. You just need to be smart and let the market do what it's going to do, okay? And then you need to wait, okay? Now I'm going to give you a piece of advice here. Not financial advice, but I'm going to tell you how I trade, okay? I will not be looking for my next long until the 1 hour chart I need to see a 3-wave correction. Okay? And I need to see this RSI reset down here to 30 or so, or close to it. I would love to see it reset below that. Okay? But in the same vein, I got to see 3 waves that look finished, that are finding support maybe on the MA, finding support at a key price level. Okay? And the RSI telling the same story. And I won't look for my next long until then. Okay? On the 1 hour chart. Guys, just look at this for a moment, guys. This was a long signal for you. See that 3 waves? See that 3 waves right there? You had 3-wave pullback. You see the RSI? It came down and reset. Compared to this peak and the same peaks. That's what we call hidden bullish divergence. It was letting you know that this was a 3-wave pullback and we were getting ready to go up for the next level. Okay? I'm not ready to be a buyer because we have been overbought and we have divergence here. We have strong divergence working, okay, between, well, actually we lost the divergence on this peak there to that peak. So, but we have, we lost that divergence. But we're starting to get the divergence again, okay. On the 1 hour chart. But my problem is I think this is going to pump higher. I'm not sure, but I think it's going to pump higher because this hasn't really come back as high as I would like to see it. However, I wouldn't mind. You see the divergence here and there, okay? And so we have, but we just lost the divergence between there and there. So they took out the divergence there with that move. Now that may just be an extended fifth. And that may be it. I'm not sure, or are they just going to keep pumping this? Hard to tell. Again, in my ideal world, we get an ABC here, and the RSI rolls over, comes down on the 1 hour. I don't know how likely that is right now, guys. I really don't. We'll see what happens. Okay, see what DXY is doing. That's playing around for now. I'm all over the place. I want to see what wave shape this is right here. What is that? Is that a leading diag? Or is that a 1-2-1-2? Oh man, my nose. Itchy. I'm going to move back up like this. This could be a leading diag. That would be good maybe for the downside. That would be a 1, 2, and then a 3. If this continues down like that, then we're going to look at this as a 1, 2, 1, 2, something like that, 1, 2, and then a big move down here. I would love to see that right now. Who's the BlackRock CEO? Yeah, we'll see. Definitely went up kind of correctively looking. And like I said, Ethereum kind of looks like 3 waves up, so I'd really like to see it come down and make that wave right there. ADA kind of went up in 3 waves looking for it to come down. But I was wondering why you brought Larry Fink up. What about him? So, yeah, this looks like 3 waves on ADA here. Sorry, guys, I got a nose hair or something bothering me, so I'm not picking my nose. I'm just picking at my nose. It's itching me to death. Yeah, I'm just not a huge fan. But I am also not a huge fan of the fact that, we got Martin Luther King Day tomorrow. The banks are closed. Markets are closed. DXY is doing what it's doing. Oh, I got you. Okay. All right. Ahmet wants me to look at XRP. 3rd of the 3rd. Okay, let's check it out here. XLM kind of, like I said, looks like a 3-wave move. Let's look at XRP here. All right, from the bottom. So, for what time? What date, Ahmet? Are you wanting me to look at XRP, buddy? I know somebody mentioned a triangle higher. I don't see a triangle here. I don't see this as a triangle. Yeah, it's not a triangle in my world. But it just doesn't. It didn't come down to the 786 here. XRP 23rd of January. Okay. We're not even to the 23rd of January. Talking about last year? I'm confused, buddy. Help me out. That's funny, Steve. It's funny, buddy. Ahmet, help me out, man. 2nd of January. Okay. All right. Time frame, buddy? 4 hour? Okay. All right. So what you've got here is we'll pull the fibs here, and this is either an AB. It's either an AB or a 1-2. That's all you got there. Okay. So you got 1-2 or AB. So if that's AB, this is C. And we have come up to an extension that could be a finished correction. I don't think it is. I don't think it is. I don't think it's likely that that's a finished correction. But it could be. But more than likely, this is an A B, C. Or, actually, I don't like that. I don't like that. Because this looks like we got a 5-wave move at the end. I think that's a finished 5-wave move. I think that's an ending move. Done. So this finished something, and this is beginning something. Now, take note of what I like to do with XRP, because XRP doesn't move very Elliott wave-ish. Okay? So I don't count XRP like normal Elliott waves. I like to see how it moves in fractals. Okay? Because that's the way. So if you look here, you're kind of getting that off the bottom. And then it wants to retest and come down deep. And then go up again, right? And it may be going, right? But it likes to retest. Man, my nose. So that's a good fractal there. That's an interesting fractal. All right. All right. That has broken up, and then you'll notice the RSI has broken down here. The upward momentum has shifted. It is beginning to shift on the 6 hour, though it's at a key level. So what's going to happen here? Is this going to keep pumping to the upside? Could. Or is it going to roll over and kind of begin correcting deep before it goes up the next time? So I don't know. Are we going to get a move like this? We could. We could. All right, let's just begin looking at this weight. Let's take a peek at XRP. I know a lot of you are interested in XRP. I got a nice move here. So what is that? What is that overall? I've come back to BT. I'm going to be all over the place, guys. 72 of you here. Good to see y'all. Getting a nice move down from ETH. But what we had is 3 waves that broke the top and then another move down. That looks like a flat. Which what that would do in Ethereum, 3 waves broke the top, came down. That's a flat. If that's a flat, it implies another push up. Similar to this move. Except this didn't look the same as a flat, but could be. So is this going to continue down and breaking levels, or is this going to... is the audio and video still good, guys? Let me know. All right, XRP. Now, if you'll notice, XRP, I mean, it's we have a fractal here. What it likes to do is when it comes down for corrections, it likes to go up in 3 waves, okay? So this went up in 3 kind of big waves there, all right? And then it likes to come down in 3 like that, okay? Come down in 3. We got it. This went up and rolled over and came down again. And then what it did is it shot up in 3, corrected, and then came back down. So this kept coming down. So what is this? You know, it may simply be a jog in the chain here of any number of these kinds of moves. Does this look finished to you? Does this look finished to the downside to you? That went up in 3, down in 3. This actually went down kind of like a diag. Actually, this kind of created a diag. I think that is a diag, guys. What is interesting here is that we have broken. We have broken that trend line right there. We also have another trend line here. Right there. That we're retesting. So is this going to break up and above that trend line? That's going to be good momentum indicator. That there might be some more upside here. Okay. That this may indeed be this may have been a shift turning up where this is actually definitely going to start working its way up. It does, guys, it does look bullish. I mean, it really does. It looks bullish, but what the wave shape is, I don't know. But that's on the 2-day chart. All right. Daily is not oversold. There's more room on the daily for it to go. It has broken this lower trend line here. On the daily, it's already broken. It does like to retest those trend lines. Let me check BTC here. That looks like a flat, doesn't it? Or is that an ending diag with a throw over, guys? What does y'all take on that wave right there? Is that an ending diag? So if that's an ending diag with a throw over, one, two, three, four, five. Then this is like the beginning of a move to the downside. However, if that's not an ending diag, but some kind of 3-wave move, then we're looking at something like, some kind of A, B, and C. That C could be finished, or we need some more down. XLM, that's good. I've been watching XLM because it has really nice wave shape here. This went down like the Titanic. No, sorry, man. That's not what I was going to say. Donnie Kim, can I do... I don't even know what that is. Vio. I don't know what that is. Give me the ticker symbol, please. I'll look into it. All right, let me just take a peek at the charts I already have open, see what they're doing here. Dot has been not liked Dot at all. It doesn't look finished. Nothing looks finished. Even though they don't look finished, I would like them to roll over. It would be my joy for them to roll over. Give a little relief. Give us a correction we can understand. I just have a feeling, guys, it's not gonna roll over. It could, but it's just gonna just start moving up to the upside. Hard to say. So Donnie Kim, give me the ticker symbol, please. The what the abbreviation symbols are. XTZ, I can take a peek at XTZ for you. XTZ, it's the same. Looks like you've got some kind of... Is that 3 waves that broke the top? It kind of resembles 3 waves. It also resembles maybe an ending diag of some kind. And now we get 5. And it needs to create, you know, something like 3 waves to the upside. That wouldn't be bad. What is that? What's going on up here? This is definitely an impulse wave, but is it part of a flat, or is it the first wave of a correction down? Is it part of our larger flat that we were looking for? But guys, this move right here is why I told you don't take a long up here on this thing, because this is the crap that happens, and they could keep taking this down to the downside. Let's see what is DXY doing. DXY's kind of finding some hesitation here on this candle. No major support yet, but it's got some green. Got a little couple green candles there. Back to XTZ. Man, it's an ugly chart. It's an ugly, ugly, ugly chart. If that see the question of XTZ is, what is this? Come on, I'm trying to draw. What is that right there? Is that a 1 2 1 2 1 2? I say no. I don't like this time frame. Let's look at the 4 hour. You know what that looks like to me? I mean, I'll be honest with you. I mean, I don't know why I say that. Always honest with you. What if that is into 5 waves, and that's 1, 2, that's 3, that's 4, and this is just an extended 5th and we're done? What if that's XTZ for you? That's why the divergence has been lost, because it was an extended 5th. Thanks, Steve. I appreciate it. I'm doing my best for you guys. Just trying to figure out the wave structures. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen, but just trying to help you look at it correctly, look at it right. I'd love to see this on the hourly just come on down. We got 40 minutes. I'd love to see this break this level right here, break that moving average, and just break it to the downside. That would be super nice, but I got a feeling they're going to keep pumping it. Are they going to give us an ending diag, maybe? Could this be an ending diag? We got 1, 2, 3. Now they work their way down for 4, and they pump it again for 5. That's a way they could do it, guys, right there, an ending diag. That might be. See you, Randall. Take it easy, buddy. Forgot what bullish looks like. Yeah, this is very bullish. But we could be coming to an ending diag here. I don't know, but that would kind of give people we coming down. Nope, we go back up in 3, and it takes time out of the market. That'll let it kind of go sideways and up for the next day while Martin Luther King Day is going. That would be nice, and that would be a nice wave count. And then that would be the end of wave 3, probably. That would be the end of wave 3. And then we get a pretty deep dive, out of that. We get some kind of a fourth wave. We go up for 5 after that. Maybe. Maybe. We'll see what happens. XTZ, I don't know. Like I said, it could be done. I don't think it's done. I don't like how it ended here. Looks like it ended in 3, right? That was straight down, so I'm not a big fan of that. Looks like the 30 minutes just working the 30 minutes working its way down here. I'd like to see it break this level right there. Come on down, reset the RSI bullishly. Something like that, right? Give you the hidden bull you want to see. Take it long again. Yeah, the alts look like they're in a deeper correction, like for instance, ETH just what's ETH doing here? Is this a WXY here, and then we're coming down A, B, C? So I like this count. I would love to see. This is my favorite count. I want to see this count. That's what I want to see. 78 cents is a great entry, man. You have all kinds of time. What I would do personally if I were you out on the daily chart, it'd be an ideal thing to see a divergence, something like this on the daily, something like that. Something like you'd like to see this come down, and then back up, make a lower high in the RSI, higher high in price, and then take your profit on that wave. So I don't get the sense that this is finished. We don't have any kind of resistance here in price. I mean, look at all this room for this thing to go up. We've already taken out. I mean, there's just so much room for this to go up. The next real resistance is $1.40. I mean, that's just bullish as crap, Doesn't mean it can't go down. It's just kind of going straight up. It's kind of moving pretty impulsively. And it doesn't look like it's part of a flat. So we're looking for a wave 1 to finish. This is an area where it could bounce. It could bounce and give you some kind of a 3-wave pullback like so. The daily is way overbought. It'd be nice to see this thing pull back deeply and then continue. So it's hard to tell you where to take profit on the end because the daily is just kind of overbought and it's got hidden bearish divergence here. So either we're going to get a really, really big bullish pump that's just going to keep rocking and just astound everybody on XTZ, or we're going to get some kind of a deep pullback. This might be the end of 5 waves right here, taking out this level, and then we get a deep pullback, 3 waves like that. And then that's going to allow the daily to be able to come back, and then you can maybe repurchase again or something like that. But 8 hour isn't a bad chart. Don't have any divergence on the 8 hour at all. But again, you could have an extended 5th here, and that's taking out the divergence. So hard to say. I would say any kind of 1 hour reset of the RSI where the RSI comes back down on the 1 hour like that, and it barely gives you a little move like that in price, I would say that's a buy zone or a hold zone for your position for the next wave to the upside. All right, that's all I can say on XTZ there. Just reading the market signals there. Hope that helps you some way. BNB, I'd love for that to come down here. That would be nice. Are you going to play nice, BTC, or are you going to play mean? That's the question. Are they going to play nice or mean? I think that's the way to. I think that's the way to trade it. Trade it, BG. I think that's the way to trade it. Good job. All right, guys. I asked somebody who asked me. I asked for the ticker symbol. I haven't received it yet, so. All right, guys, I'm going to call it a night. My voice is shot. I've been an hour now, hour and a half, and so we're just going to call it a night. You guys have a fantastic evening. What you take away here is that BTC doesn't look done, and we have a potential for a correction coming soon. Looking for a fourth wave, but BTC does not look finished to me yet. It looks bullish. Okay, it looks bullish. So. I think I'm going to try to make a video tomorrow, but if you want up-to-date analysis on the waves, definitely come in the Discord. I do two lives every day, and one in the morning, one in the evening, and update everybody, and you'll have access to those wave updates. And we just watch the waves as they're developed, and we look. I was very, very bullish through all of here, just bullish. Right here, I'll be honest with you guys, I got a little bearish on this structure right here. This was a good on you, market makers. I was a little bearish on that because it looked like an ending diag. So I was not looking for that kind of a pump here. So. Anyway, that's where my bullishness started to. I was looking for a correction around there, thinking we needed a correction. I was thinking it was coming into the weekend. It was a perfect time for a correction, and certainly it was. But they decided to pump it $2,000 first, so that was unexpected for sure. That pump, though, I was bullish all through here. I just couldn't stop being bullish because every time it pulled back, it was giving me hidden bull divergence, and so it was letting me know. Let's see, XRP is a perfect three-wave up now. Let's check it out here. Yeah, not too bad, but man, I don't know if I like it. I'm not a big fan of that structure. But yeah. So this doesn't look like it's finished. It's 3 right there. So what was this? What was that? See ADA here. ADA is looking still 3-wave-ish, but I don't like the wave structure. It just kind of points to undone. Is this done here? Has we got another kick to the high? It's hard to read. My gut's telling me another kick to the high. But I don't know. I'm not telling you to trade that. I wouldn't trade it. It's just my gut's telling me another kick to the high before it's done. So. All right, guys, thanks for stopping by. If you want to be part of the Discord, love to have you. Just jump in. My Patreon, the link's in the description of the video, guys. Y'all have a fantastic evening. Thanks, Chemo, for moderating. Good to see you, Seth, there. Appreciate you, bud, and everybody else that was here. Appreciate y'all. All right, well, have a good night, and we're going to call it a night. We'll see you. Okay, Seth, you caught me right before I got in here. I'll check the CME real fast. CME might give us a little clarity. Look at that. Look at that gap. And it broke that top right there. $20K fills the gap. That would be crazy. Guys, what if they... I mean, I don't think it's likely, but what if they did this? What if this is W and this is X? And then they Y it again. That CME gap, guys, is probably going to fill. I don't know when. Would that not be horrible? So that would be huge. It would definitely reset the RSI. The RSI is so overbought. It makes sense of... It also makes sense of the structure in the middle as a flat. And then we're just very close to being finished here. Oh, that's a crazy count right there, buddy. I don't think so. I don't think that's going to play. I'm much more inclined to more upside here. This could be going up to 40, 30K, 40K. 24K is the next stop, I would say. But watch out for a dump here. But I don't think so. Not a fan. But I suppose it's always possible. Yeah, that gap is at 19. At 20K roughly. I think that's going to fill. What's the weekly doing? We haven't filled this gap here. These big bearish gaps, we haven't filled those at all. Yeah, the weekly, man, is broken up. And I mean, that's Super Bull right there. We need a pullback. We got the divergence. It's from a flat, but we got the divergence. This needs to go up in 5. I don't think that gap doesn't have to close right away. But it can. It can come down and then... Yeah, I think this is going up, guys. But got to wait for a pullback to get back in. So this is super bull here. This is super bullish. All right, let's. I'm tired. My voice is tired. I don't have much in me left. Well, you guys have a fantastic night. See y'all. Love you. Behave yourselves. We'll talk to you later.